Hello everyone, my name is Zero, and welcome to Combo On. Well, it's not like this is a commemoration, but as we got our first 100 subscribers, we actually have a booster box to open for the channel. It's the second unboxing in a row, and I don't get paid well enough to do this often, but I actually wanted to open some Secrets of Strixhaven, so I got the display and I think this is something good to do for the channel, so we'll unbox it here. If you like this, please like and subscribe. If we're not sponsored anytime soon, it's not probable that I will be doing this every single set, but we get what we get, and today we are unboxing Secrets of Strixhaven. I have no idea what the actual prices for the cards are, so I'll just be evaluating the cards on the vibe, on what I feel they will play. I've played with some of these in Arena, of course, and I will be looking for some cards in the set for Commander. We'll just unbox this and see how it goes. Let's see. The wrapping is off, and let's open this up. Let's actually get this off. The most important part is here. These are the packs. Let's get them off. We'll have some packs to open, so let's just rip some packs. If I actually remember how to do this, because, well, it's been a long time since I opened booster boxes. I am taking a long time doing this. It's been a while. Slumbering Trudge. This is the thing that enters with stun counters. It's something good to play early on. It's a 6/6 most times. And a Giant Growth. A Luan. These uncommon legendaries are not half bad. And speaking of, that's a Kirill. And Harmonized Trio, this is the Brainstorm prepared creature. This is one I think will be good as well in Commander. And Burst Lightning is also a card that I don't mind getting. The Mystical Archive and Steal the Show. Steal the Show should be a good foil to get. Target player discards any number of cards and draws that many cards, so this is almost like a Wheel of Fortune. And you can do both. Steal the Show deals damage equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard to target creature or planeswalker. So this is a mix between a removal spell and a Wheel of Fortune, and I don't think that's bad at all. So a foil of this should be very good. I have no idea what this goes for, but this is a brilliant card and one that I am very glad that I got. And a Full Art Swamp. These cards, these Full Art lands are actually not bad. And the Pest and the Fractal. Let's go. Moment of Reckoning. Choose up to 4. You may choose the same mode more than once, so you can do 4 of destroy target non-land permanent and return target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is very expensive, so not very exciting, but I'm sure this will find a home in Commander. And a Mystical Archive Disdainful Stroke, which is also pretty good. I do like these Mystical Archive treatments. This one is no exception. And a Sheerful Osteomancer as our foil, and as well a foil Spectacle Summit. These cards are not very exciting, but I think I will find a way to use these foils, whatever ones I get, in a cube or something like that. This is actually a good common to get. I am playing a lot of both of these commons. Actually, I've been playing them a lot in draft. Diary of Dreams might be a good card in Commander. I'm still not sure. I think this has all the potential to be very good in Commander as well, and I'll hold on to as much of these as I can. And there's a Jadzi. Jadzi is central to the plot of Secrets of Strixhaven, and I think to what is going to unfold with Reality Fracture. So the card is not very exciting in my opinion. It's fine, but not completely broken. But it's a character that I am interested to find more about. There's the Preordain and the Foil Prismari Charm, which is also a card that I think will have a home in a lot of places, so I don't mind getting this foil. I also apologize for the lighting. This is not ideal. I am doing this with natural lighting because I am not in my usual office, so I'm trying to get the sound a little bit better than before. So not everything is peachy. Oh ho! There's an Echo Casting Symposium. This is one of the paradigm cards. This creates a token of target creature you control each turn, so it costs 6 mana, so it's pretty expensive, but you do it every turn for the rest of the game. This is a great cycle. I want to get as many of these cards, of the cards of this cycle, I want to get as many as possible, because I just know I will play these for a long time. Zafai and the Tempests is one of the legendaries of the set. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery from your hand without paying its mana cost. It's kind of a limited omniscience. It's not very exciting. It does cool things, but it also costs 7, so yeah, checks and balances. Mystical Archive Braid, also pretty good, and a Neated Argument as a foil or non-full art planes, and the token. Let's move along. Aziza Mage Tower Captain is a rare. This is one of the most popular commanders, I think, from the set. It's Boros. It's not something that I am really very excited about. But it's a 2-mana commander, so these are always popular. Up to it, and a Terrafractal and a dual land. Bogwater Lumeret, this is a beater in Limited. At least I have been winning every single draft that I make with Witherbloom with those creatures. And Dinah's Guidance, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand or graveyard, then shuffle. This is a 3-mana creature tutor, so this is a really good card, and I am very happy to get this, and this is an instant as well. And it can get the creature to the graveyard, which is relevant on some decks, and I am thinking of my Moran deck, so this will be a card that I will be playing for sure. Repel Calamity, Foil, Hydro Channeler, Spectral Summit, and Fractal. Abigail, one more of these uncommon legendaries. This one is not very exciting outside of Limited, but it's still a cool card and something that I think will allow for some quirky commanders. Traumatic Critique. Well, this is an X-Spell. I think all X-Spells eventually find their homes somewhere. I don't have a home for this one just right away at least, but it's something that I think is representative of what this set is, and I do like that. And there's a Nita, Farm Conciliator, also a legendary that I think will make a quirky commander. It sacrifices creatures to cast stuff from your opponent. It's quirky, it's Orzhov, it's different from what I am used to build, but I think it might be a very fun commander deck as well. Knockout Maneuver as our Mystical Archive, Foil Bogwater Lumeret. Grave Researcher or Reanimate on a Stick. This card is also one of those that I wanted to get, and again, one card that I think goes straight into my Marin deck. 3 mana for this is brilliant. And there's a Mystical Archive ad nauseum. I am not sure how much any of these cards are worth, but I just know this ad nauseum will be worth something, I think. Either these or Steal the Show, the foil Steal the Show should be our most valuable card so far. And the foil Sleight of Hand, this pack is great. The foil Sleight of Hand is actually probably something that will also be sought after. I do like it and I will use it. I will blink some deck with this one for sure. Professor Dalian Fell, one of the face cards of the set and a Planeswalker that I think it's about $7 or $8 at this point. This is actually a cool card for Standard. I don't think it will have a home in many other places. It's a 4 mana Planeswalker. It has high loyalty, but I don't think this will have a home in Eternal formats, for long at least. So it's something that I think it's cool to have in my collection, but not something that I'm very excited about. Another Sleight of Hand, not foil this time, Masterful Flourish, a foil basic. These foils are not popping off as much as I'm used to, maybe they have changed the process, but foils are always good to have, even if they eventually turn into bridges. Post-Mortem Professor, not very exciting, but it's a card that is good in every sacrifice deck, I think. This is a card that will come back. I think this can take the place of cards like Reassembling Skeleton, but it's not a clear upgrade. It's a cool card, underwhelming for a rare. Braid again, foil Terramorphic Expanse. I think this is a good foil to get as well. It's worth nothing, but it goes into a lot of budget decks and it's something that's very easy to blink, so I am sure I will also get that one into some deck. Applied Geometry, not very exciting. It creates a token of an aura or permanent you control, except it's a fractal token and you get 6 counters in it, so you make a token of something that's not an aura and it becomes a 6/6. It does some stuff, but in Simic it's not that overwhelming, I think. Monstrous Rage as well, and a foil Witherbloom Charm, and a foil Full Art Forest. This one is pretty. This one is pretty. Now I want a full set of these to get into some of my decks. And the foil Witherbloom Charm will also be sought after, I think, but it's not something to break the bank or write home about. Geometer's Arthropod. I am sure this card was made to make me stumble on it. Not very exciting rare. It's a 2 mana card. It's alright, but not great. Bulk Up. Scheming Silvertongue. This one is great in life gain decks, I believe, and in vampire decks for sure. I have been having some success with it in draft as well. Good card, not very exciting, I think. Stargaze as well, not great, but it's a Mystical Archive, so I'll take all of those that I can get. And a foil Living History and a foil Regular Mountain, and you can barely see that it is foil. These foils are weird. Studious First Tier, this one will be played in a lot of decks for a long time. This will probably be one of the most expensive commons in the set for a long time to come because, well, it's a rampant growth on a creature, and you can commit a body on turn 1 and keep a rampant growth for turn 2. So it's redundancy. It's a card that I think will be played in a lot of commander decks for a long time. And another still the show, this time not a foil one, but again, this is a great card, I think, so I will get as many as I can. I am not sure how much that's worth. Monstrous Rage, Shopkeeper's Bane, and a dual land and a token. Mind into Matter. Draw X cards. X spells, draw cards are always good in Commander. And then you may put a permanent card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. So this essentially gets you a big card onto the battlefield because you will draw a lot and you will play the biggest thing you got, most likely. The Deuce, Honor-bound page, a regular full art forest, and not much else. Tam, Observant Sequencer. This one is probably my favorite commander for the set. Not the Elder Dragons. Tam is the one, I think. This card with a lot of cards that allow you to play more lands per turn, Oracle of Muldaia and Zuza. Cards like that will let you abuse the ability of Tam with Lotus Cobra and stuff like that. You get a land, you get something that makes you mana with the landfall trigger, then you use that mana to pay for the deep side of Tam, draw a card, if it's a land, you play it again, you get another deep side, and so on. You kind of draw your whole deck and gain a bunch of life. And it's a really fun and really interactive commander, so I do like Tam. Exhibition Tidecaller is the rare here. This one is the one that mills when you activate Opus. I have lost some drafts to this one, which is interesting. There's a Petrified Amulet as our second rare here. This, I have no idea what this does. Choose a land card name. Oh, this is kind of a pithing needle for lands. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I think this will also have a good value on the long run. And Glimpse of Nature as a mystical archive is also something that I think will have some high value to it. I am not sure, but whenever you cast a creature spell this turn, draw a card. It's a sorcery, it's a one-time. This was banned, or is banned, I'm not sure. And it's 1 mana. It's something that you play before you go off. Splatter Technique. You choose one, you draw 4 cards, or it deals 4 damage to every creature and planeswalker. It's 5 mana, it's not very exciting, but it is what it is. It's something to trigger Opus. This is meant for draft and not much else. Mana Sculpt, this one is something that I am interested in. This is like a mana drain that's 1 more mana. It has extra steps, it's not mana drain, but it's reminiscent enough that I am glad to have this on my decks, and besides, most decks where I want to play this will have a wizard available, so Mana Sculpt is a card that I really want to keep. Return the Favor, copying sorceries, and Foil Tester of the Tangential. This is also good in draft, but not much else. A dual land, and let's go. Pensive Professor, this one is one of the most exciting cards in the set, in my opinion. It has Increment, and whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on it, you draw a card. And it goes infinite with something from Spider-Man, which I don't even know the name of the card because, well, it's Spider-Man. No one likes that. But this card goes infinite very easily, and it gets broken very easily as well. This one has a home in my Marquesa deck straight away, and I think that's where it's going as soon as the video is done. And a Locust Spray, a Foil Procrastinate, and another dual lands. Blazing Fire Singer, it's a seething song on a stick. This one is also one of those that I think will retain a fairly high price. Seething Song is not something to break the bank still, but this one will be sought after because it's a body that comes with a instant that is very sought after to this day. So I think this one is a good one to keep as well. Emil, Snooping Page, and another Pensive Professor. This one is one that I don't mind getting multiples. Duty Beyond Death, and a foil Zealous Laracaster. Let's go. Sundown Pass, and Feed the Swarm as a Mystical Archive, something that I also wanted to get. Foil, Scolding Administrator, and Paradox Gardens. And nothing too exciting here. Raul Zarek, Guest Lecturer, the Mono Black Raul. I have no idea how much Raul is going for, but it's a 3-mana Planeswalker. I think this one will have a home in a lot of places, and I have just ordered a lot of cards for a coin flip deck, which unfortunately is it. So this Raul won't fit into it, but these flip 5 coins is very enticing for that deck. And pick your poison, a Foil Tome Blast, the dual lands, and not much else. Mama Blood's Archaic. This is the one that have people talking about the potential 6th color on Reality Fracture. I think it's potentially 6 mana with Converge. It enters with a +1/+1 counter for each color you spent to cast it, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, creatures you control get +1/+0. Until end of turn, for each mana spent to cast that, each color spent to cast that spell. Mystical Archive, Bitter Triumph, Dual Tactics as a foil, and Forest. Planar Engineering, this is the supercharged, somewhat supercharged Cultivate. You sacrifice 2 lands, Cultivate no, Harrow I think, but it's a sorcery. You sacrifice 2 lands, you search for 4 basics, put them onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. I think this will go in most green decks that I have. And Choreographed Sparks, it's 2 mana, you can copy it, but it copies target instant or sorcery, and you can choose new targets, or it copies target creature spell, and it gains the haste, and you sacrifice it. And there's a Mystical Archive Brain Freeze, which is also something that I was trying to get. This one will go into a weird contraption of a deck that I am building, so great pull. I'm not sure how much this goes for, I don't think that's a lot. And Foil Archaic's Agony and the dual ones. Let's go. We are almost through with the whole box. I didn't remember opening a box could be so quick, even though this is already going on for a few minutes. We have like 5 packs left. And there's Prismari, the Inspiration. I think this one is one of the most expensive cards in the set. And this is, of all the Elder Dragons, it's the one that I wanted the most because, well, of course, it has Storm, or it gives Storm to everything. So this one is the one that I really wanted to play, and I will have a home for it in decks that I have built and decks that I am still to build. This one is a very good card. It's 7 mana, it's expensive, but when you compare it with the 5, for instance, it's 7 mana for something that gives Storm to everything. The odds are you are a Spellslinger deck and next turn you have 7 mana to sling a lot of spells and every one of them will have Storm. This one, with most of my Spellslinger decks, will be broken. Locust Spray and Ascendant the Speaker as a foil and a regular island. Almost there. 5 packs to go with this one included. Bletch, Loafing Pest. Well, Bletch is dead. I don't know. I have been beaten by this one in draft a lot of times. I have used it to not great success, and it's something. I am sure it will be a popular commander, but not one that I am very excited to build. There's a hop to it, a Hessens Knit Scholar, and a dual land. 4 to go. Where's our Force of Wills and Cyclonic Rifts? Giant Researchers, I cannot speak. This one is a fun nod to a card from the original Strixhaven set. It's good, but it's not great, I think. A Spell Pierce and a Sky Coach Conductor. This one, I have no idea what it does, but it's a rare foil, so let's see. It enters prepared, it has Flash, Flying and Vigilance, and you have all aboard. And exile target non-pilot creature you control and return it to the battlefield under its own control. Okay, so this one is a blink on a stick, and it doesn't blink itself because it's a pilot, but this will go infinite with Displacer Kitten, I believe, because you can all aboard something and Displacer Kitten blinks this one, and this one is prepared again, so as you can do this whatever times you have blue mana available, so this seems really good to have as a foil as well. This one should have a good price. A Forest, and I am evaluating cards by their cost, by what they go for on the market, but it's like I was about to sell them. I don't know any Magic players who actually sell their cards. I don't. I have that order disposition. 3 packs to go with this one included. There's a Aaron Deathbloom Botanist. This one should be good in some decks. I have not brewed around her, but I think this one will be good on the long run. Witherbloom Charm, and now that I think of it, we've seen 2 foil charms, but I don't think we had any of the charms in the actual uncommon slots. I might be ignoring them, but we have very few charms in this box. Moment of Reckoning, another one, it's an expensive card, and the full art Shattered Sanctum. This one I don't mind. These full art duels are cards that I really want to get for my commander collection. Not that I am running any Shattered Sanctum in my decks, I believe, but these full arts are great, and there's a suspicion that they are actually making a nod to Reality Fracture, so that makes it even more interesting. I do like this art, and I do like this card. Royal Treatment as a Mystical Archive and a File Group project and a foil Fields of Strife. 2 packs to go. So last 2 chances to get our Cyclonic Rifts and our Force of Wills. Prismatic Charm again. I think this is only the second Prismatic Charm and the first non-foil. I might be confusing, but very few charms. Sundering Archaic and Ambitious Augmenter. Zombify, Muse's Encouragement, and Fields of Strife. Nothing too exciting, so last pack. Let's see. Some of the big hitters from the set were completely absent from the booster box. Abstract Paint Mage, it's also the first one. I think this one will be very sought after for Spellslinger decks. Graduation Day, Stormcard Coast, Requisition Raid, and Pursue the Past. So we end up the box without any Emeritus and any Force of Will or Cyclonic Rift. We have had some cards that I have put apart for cataloging. I will be running all of these for through the scanner to see how much the box was worth. I will eventually put it somewhere on the video, I think, but other than these cards, I don't think there's anything too exciting about it. And Tam is here, but Tam is here on a stretch. So a few exciting cards on the booster box, but not something that you should be doing financially speaking. If you are a professional retailer, the odds are you open a lot of these and then you'll be able to average it out with the better boxes. But if you are buying just one or two of these displays just for kicks, be prepared, you're not getting your money's worth. Of course, cards being out of print will creep up in price, but that's no reason to be buying boxes or boosters instead of these singles that you believe you will play or actually resell. So that's it. I've rumbled for long enough now, so if you are still here, first of all, thank you, and second, how can you still stand me? If you do, please like and subscribe, it will be much appreciated. And until next time, keep comboing on.